Voice cracking like a 13-year-old boy on the air. Neither one of those makes sense.
Let's play sports. Time for drawing a blank. Yesterday, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson were taken in the first round. That is the most quarterbacks in round one since 1983. CC, the quarterback best set up to succeed is blank.
I like Baker Mayfield going to Cleveland, but because there's so many other questions and they haven't won, the locker room is a losing locker room. Guys aren't used to winning. I'm going with Josh Rosen. I talked to the general manager last night. They have a plan for him. They love his intellect. They believe they got other players on the roster that are inquisitive type players, curious players. They believe they can coach him up and teach him. I love the locker room he's going into too.
And I agree with you. I also have Josh Rosen. I understand it's competitive division, but you get to play in the warm weather. You get to play indoors. You get to learn from a good quarterback. Sam Bradford's a good quarterback, just can't stay healthy.
And very, very smart.
Right, exactly.
He can relate to him.
And so if you're and a guy who's gotten paid so much, he's not worried about someone coming for his job. Like Sam Bradford's the quarterback there until he gets hurt.
Yeah, you might be able to relate to some of that privilege.
Right, sure. I just think it's a perfect situation. So Josh Rosen, he was my guy going into it. He went to a perfect situation. I agree.
I say it's Baker, but I wasn't asked, so I will tell you later. The first defensive player to come off the board last night was cornerback Denzel Ward of Ohio State. So there were 15 defensive players taken in the first round. Nick, the defensive player best set up to succeed is blank.
The defensive player that I was shocked wasn't the first one taken off the board. Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single mock draft that had, except for some reporter in San Francisco, that had Bradley Chubb going after Denzel Ward. Chubb, not only because I think he's the most talented player, but again, you always say, CC, system guys, system players.
Yeah.
How about getting a pass rush across from Von Miller? They were talking about, he might get the pass rush across from Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett might one day be better than Von Miller, but he's not right now, so I say Bradley Chubb.
I'm going with Vita Vea. Tampa Bay. And the reason why a lot of people don't know him, big player, under tackle, 3 technique, going to play inside. He has that Reggie White hump move. That thing that was on YouTube, on Twitter, with me, Reggie throwing me. That's why I had to pick. He's the only guy in college football could utilize that play. Runs a little bit over a 5 flat for a guy his size. Tremendous freak athlete for 340 pounds. Playing on that defensive line in Tampa, man, he's going to wreck some shots.
Next to Gerald McCoy?
Yes. They got Curry from Philadelphia.
Yep.
They got a stacked defensive line.
Nice. All right, not every team gets a top 5 pick, but the teams at the end of the draft still have reason to believe they may have landed a star. So, CC, the biggest steal of the first round was blank.
I'm going with the L.A. Chargers and Derwin James from Florida State. DBU, besides Ohio State, they produced the most high-quality defensive backs. Getting him at that selection, there's a kid named Sean Taylor. And this kid has a lot of the similar traits of Sean Taylor, being able to play free safety. The late Sean Taylor, phenomenal athlete from Florida State, going to the Chargers. I believe he could be Defensive Rookie of the Year. I believe he can make interceptions and play man-to-man on the tight end.
Man, a lot of people thought he was going to go number 8 to Chicago, number 9 to San Francisco. The fact that he was on the board at 17 is a huge shock. So I understand that. I'm going with Lamar Jackson because of the positional value of quarterback. And I do believe Lamar, in the right system, can be a franchise quarterback. If you get a franchise quarterback at pick 32, that is as big of a steal as you can get. So while I like the Derwin James answer, I'm going with Lamar.
All right, one of the best things about the draft, the surprises. Teams send out smoke screens and misinformation to keep their cards close to the vest. So, Nick, the most surprising pick of the night was blank.
Denzel Ward at number 4. And that is not to say Denzel Ward won't be an excellent football player. I just was certain they were going to take Barkley or Chubb or trade the pick if they didn't want either one of those guys. When I heard Roger Goodell go up there and not say Bradley Chubb, I was shocked. It felt like the television crew was a little shocked as well. So that was the one that took me by surprise the most.
Well, Cleveland went into this draft needing a quarterback and a cornerback. They didn't need a defensive end. So they sent out the smoke on Chubb because they were never going to take him.
Clearly.
Denzel Ward, the fastest player at the combine. You got to take a look at him coming from Ohio State. Don't even have a moving feet. But Baker Mayfield's the biggest surprise. And the reason why My buddy Mel Kiper, he's been saying Josh Allen will be the #1 pick for at least 3.5 months. He just changed his mock draft yesterday to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So he just finally got the intel yesterday. Baker Mayfield, the biggest, being the #1 selection. People had him ranked as the 3rd or 4th best quarterback.
Plenty of good players left after round 1. The next quarterback likely to go is Mason Rudolph. But there could be plenty of stars still on the board. CC, the best player still available tonight, is playing.
Darius Geis from our boy Brumley's LSU, the Fighting Tigers, running back. Through the SEC, he's proven to be durable. Man has a great body lean when he runs with the football. Only question mark really is, can he catch the ball in the backfield? LSU, their passing game is challenged, especially for the running back, just like Fournette last year. But you get him at the top of the 2nd round. We always see this. Running backs slip, and then they make a huge impact as a rookie. Darius Geis, to me, is the best talent available.
I'm going a little off the board here. I'm going with the tight end from Penn State, Mike Gesicki. This is a guy who was the fastest tight end at the combine, a guy who I think you feel can be a dynamic pass catcher in the right offense. I would not be surprised at all to see him taken before we get to the 40th pick of the draft. You maybe have some questions for him as a blocker, but as a wide receiver playing tight end, essentially, with the tight end size, he has dynamic talent. So I like Mike Gesicki.
Could Shaq Griffin go in the 2nd round?
Late. I think he could late. I think he'll go today. 2nd or 3rd round.
Yes.
So, at some point
That'd
today.
be a great story.
Absolutely right.
All right, let's take a break. Coming up, did 31 teams make a mistake passing on Lamar Jackson? Talk about that next on First Things First.
Tonight, for the first time ever, the NFL